Hey, Father Taylor here. It's Thursday, August 17th, and man, another cloudy, rainy day. What can you say? Got more mosquitoes around here than I don't know. It'd be really great to figure out something productive they could do because we have a lot of. All right, so this is your weekly eBlast, and what's happening at church these days. So just a couple of things in consecutive order. So today, Thursday, August 17th, 4 to 7, we are hosting a calling hours for a person who has died, who's not a member of our church. Not sure that she ever attended here, but is a friend of mine. And she was a very big part of the beginning, and she was a huge contributor to the church in Southwick in terms of all that she did. She was a vice president of marketing and public relations at Western New England College and then University. Fabulous person. As I think I said before, it's the only person I've ever known who would be in church on Sunday, listen to a sermon, go to a staff meeting with these big, high powered people on the board of this university, and change the culture by something she had learned on Sunday about the way Jesus operates, and talk to them about disagreeing or how to make amends or how to not be so conflicting, in creating conflicts. She was just fabulous about how she really paid attention and was into it. And then she figured you're supposed to apply this in life. It's great, great person. Anyway, her calling hours are 4 to 7. We're still looking for a few people to come in for half an hour, whatever you can do, just to kind of help host all the people who will be coming. I would say 100% of the people who are coming today have never been here before. So, we have a quirky building with a church with a little tiny door that looks like a closet, and people walking upstairs and into the sanctuary, so into the hall. So anyway, if you got some available time, put on a nice shirt and pair of pants, and come on over, and you can be an honorary usher for a brief period of time. Tomorrow, the service for her is at 10 o'clock. And I think we have enough, but if you'd like to come, it's always good to have the home team show up. Otherwise, it's like Paula and me singing solos, which Paula's great, but you don't want me singing solos in church. So anyway, opportunities to serve. Whenever we have a burial service, we have people coming into our building. These are always opportunities for the ministry of Jesus. I mean, we say, I sure would like to see more people in church. Well, they're showing up. So just come and meet them, kind of thing. So anyway, that's a Thursday today and Friday. Coming up this weekend, if you're a Tarryville resident, is the biggest, one of the biggest events in Tarryville. Some of our events we hold in our parking lot are bigger, but one of the Tarryville events is the block party. The block party is if you want to figure out how to pray for at least the section of town that lives back up in the Hayes Road area. What a great ministry thing. You get to come. I've learned so much about the neighborhood simply by going to block parties. So you get to meet people. I've had some people that I met show up in church. So it's the block party for the weekend. Begins in early afternoon, runs up until mid-evening. So just if you'd like to come, I would like to consider that a ministry. Come, pray, and then go and just be super aware. What is God showing me with the people I'm seeing here today? So ministry opportunity at the block party. Next Friday, the 25th, is the memorial service for Penny Putnam. That's at 10 a.m. It's not a burial service. Her service is at her old home church back in Coldbrook, but we are hosting her daughters who are coming. So we're here to minister to people. Just another reminder that we've had just so many deaths of people we've known and loved in our congregation, and so we have people that grieve, and so the people we pray for and we're ministering to aren't just the last person who died, it's that person and all the people who have died like in the last 3 to 5 years, and we have lots, and so really opportunities to pray for people. He prays to people and says, and we pray for all who have died, that they may have a place in your eternal kingdom. That's a place where you can list the names of those people who have died and their families. and just be reminded that we have a ministry one to another in terms of helping each other in our grief. So just as a reminder about that. Different subjects. And now we're talking about, hey, fall, what's coming up this fall? So one of the things I want to talk about is we are going back to having breakfast alpha, and people really enjoyed that. What a great way to do a period of time of extended discipleship after church in a great setting where you get to see your friends, have some great food. A number of people have approached Amanda and said, "Hey, when's that coming?" I think you should think about, can you call Amanda, send her a text or an email and say, I'm willing to help out on one breakfast. You don't have to do all of them. Just come and help one breakfast. Usually it's just a handful of people that do a lot of work, but just come and do one breakfast. She's got it so organized. It will be so easy for you to do. Minimal work at home, minimal work at church. Everybody benefits. What an easy serve opportunity that you get to come and serve other folks. The other part about the Breakfast Alpha is I'm really curious, what would you like to talk about or to study or to get into in future Breakfast Alphas? Coming this fall, we will have some periods of time where we offer basically our membership class. We have had a lot of people since last spring who have come and starting to attend our church. And so our membership class really is based on those 3 weeks of what is a Christian, what's an Episcopalian, and what is a member? What does it mean to be a member here? So we'll be doing that at the same time that there's something going on in the big hall. So those two things that we have can happen at the same time. We've got some people talking about, wow, the sermons on Romans have been great. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take 4 Breakfast Alphas to block off, some of the things we've learned about who is it who you've become, what is it that God has done that you should experience right now, and what's your response? How are we called to respond to all that? So we've got some really good stuff that otherwise you wouldn't be able to really get deeper than just hearing a sermon and feeling encouraged. No, we're gonna get deeper in that. But I'm curious, what else would you like to do in Breakfast Alpha? Send me a text, send me an email, and we'll start putting that together. We had talked about at one point having a series about mortality. What's involved. I mean, we had the opportunity to have someone from the funeral home come and talk about the process of what goes on there. One of the questions you should be asking, hey, what happens at our time of death? People have the general function like, I think I'm a Christian, so therefore I'm going to heaven. Why would you think that? Why? What's the basis of that? Don't you want to know? I'll tell you what, the more that we do this, the more I feel like, man, I really have sunk myself back into, like, what are they really saying about this? What should I be expecting? So issues of mortality. So we thought about doing that. But anyway, I'm open to all kinds of stuff, so let's send me some ideas of things that you're curious about that would make for a great, Breakfast Alpha session coming in the fall. So I think that's it for now. We have some other things coming up. Soon you'll be hearing about our 150th anniversary of our building. We're closer to 175, but the building itself has been here coming up on 150 years. That's a long time for a church. But anyway, so got a lot to talk about. Things are going on. So please let me know what you want to talk about after church, questions you have about anything, about the gospel, about questions about how can you believe, or all kinds of stuff. Just whatever. Let me know, and we'll see what we can do for that. So God bless you, and look forward to seeing you this weekend.